Obviously.
If you'd have told me, let's say we picked him on Saturday, right? Friday night driving home, y'all are going to pick Shedeur, I would say that's not happening. But we had a conversation early that morning, and then we had a conversation later that day. I think we had the right people involved in the conversation. At the end of the day, that's Andrew Berry's call. Andrew made the call to pick Shedeur. Just like who's going to start or what play we're going to call is Kevin's call. But that's Andrew's call. He made the call. Well, I think that's really more of an Andrew question, okay? But I think, what was that pick, 146? We thought he was good value at 146. At the end of the day, that's Andrew Berry's call. Andrew made the call to pick Shedeur. And I know everybody has a vision of Shedeur, but he's come in the building and worked hard, kept his head down, and done what he's supposed to do, as has Dylan. Those are.
This is bigger than football. Do y'all believe me now? Do y'all believe me now? I'll wait. W12 in the chat if you believe me. If you've been here from the beginning and you done listened to what I said and what I've been telling y'all, do you believe me now? Because all I'm going to say is, you better get ready. Browns, NFL, I know y'all in here. You better start doing right. It ain't gonna get no better. It ain't gonna get no better. This the owner now, part owner, saying it was Andrew Berry call to draft Shedeur. So get what that mean? What that mean? That mean it was collateral collusion. All along. If it wasn't the owner call to pick him, and he fell to the 5th round, and he clearly just said he wasn't gonna pick him Saturday, that's the last day of the draft. What you mean you ain't gonna pick him Saturday? You gonna pick him Monday? That was the last day of the draft. So you ain't gonna pick him at all. That what you saying, Jimmy? Jimmy, can you hear me? That what you saying? You weren't gonna draft Shedeur at all. That's what I just heard. Miss me with all that stuff. We put 2 and 2 to make 4. 1, 2 to make 3. I'm not. No. I don't want to hear nobody else talk about nothing else. I don't want to hear. You mean to tell me Shedeur fell to the 5th round because of some collateral collusion, because you were forced, and you the only team that had to draft Shedeur. The owner didn't even like it. And no, he ain't blaming Andrew Berry for the 4 quarterback. He blaming Andrew Berry to take the heat off of him. Andrew Berry, the scapegoat. He can fire Andrew Berry. Jim Haslem ain't going nowhere. You can't get rid of the owner unless you force him to sell. So I need a scapegoat. The scapegoat is Andrew Berry. I can fire him. You know, Jim Haslem know he was supposed to draft Shedeur. He know he was supposed to draft Shedeur. Come on now. You know you were going to have to draft him because you gave Deshaun Watson that $230. So you signed off on giving Deshaun Watson $230 million, but the decision to draft Shedeur was on Andrew Berry. Okay. Because there ain't nowhere in the world you being an owner and you going to tell me as a GM that, hey, we just made a deal with Deshaun Watson for $230 million, fully guaranteed. And he going to say, oh, okay. As an owner, to spend that much money, you ain't going to tell me you making that deal? No. Lie again. Lie again. Lie again. I'm telling you, I see where they get it from. Andrew Berry and Kevin, I see where they get it from. The owner talk like that, so they talk like that. They don't never give you a straight answer. Never. Hey, bro, just come out. Jimmy, come on. You tell me that y'all were forced to draft Shedeur because of collateral collusion with Deshaun Watson because you wanted to give Deshaun Watson $230 million while he got all them allegations, and you almost started a new trend in the league that were going to take power away from the owners and give all the 53 players on the roster fully guaranteed contracts and infecting y'all bottom line. Just go ahead and tell me that. Don't tell me it was Andrew Berry that supposed to draft the Shedeur, but you had to sign off on giving Deshaun Watson $230 million. I don't want to hear none of that. Number one, it wasn't Andrew pick. You had to sign off on the trade and picking Shedeur. Unless you just trust that man so much that you're going to let him do whatever he want to do and not consult with you. You going to tell me you going to let Andrew Berry do whatever he want to do and not consult with me as the owner on this big decisions like that? No. Lie again. But you sign off. So you just let Andrew Berry do a sign and trade with the Texans to give Deshaun Watson $230 million fully guaranteed with 24 allegations going on, women accusing him of doing stuff. But y'all want to give him $230 million fully guaranteed, a contract that ain't never happened and right now ain't never gonna happen again. So you let Andrew Berry do that on his own? And you ain't say nothing? You let Andrew Berry trade the number 2 overall pick and you ain't say nothing? You let Andrew Berry draft Shedeur in the 5th round and you ain't say nothing? Bro, I wish I had a CEO owner like that. He ain't micromanaging nothing. What you doing? All right, go ahead. You mean he ain't even do that? He said Andrew did what? Andrew gave to Watson how much? Andrew drafted Shedeur. Andrew traded the 2nd pick. That's what you telling me what's happening. No, man. No. Jimmy ain't picked Shedeur. Them owners and the league picked Shedeur to go to the Browns. I done told y'all they had to pick Shedeur no matter what. He was their punishment. Collateral collusion. What going on, Art Crowley? Monique, what going on? He ain't throwing the GM on the bus. He gonna fire Andrew Berry after the season. He the scapegoat. They got to justify picking Dylan Gabriel as a third rounder when he was projected as a 5th to 6th to 7th rounder. He wasn't projected nowhere on nobody board in the first 2 days. Nowhere. Sabotage. That's what's going on. They ain't playing with them. That's what they want out of the thing, Amber. Like I just said, actions speak louder than words. They ain't playing with Dylan. They not playing with Dylan Gabriel. He getting 13 reps. He taking the majority of the reps. They not playing with him. They telling him, look, you gonna play. You gonna play before Shedeur. They not playing with Dylan Gabriel. My savage. Moneymane in the thing of a T and playing no games. Should I already know my name when I speak in CC Flame. Got my YouTube popping, man. Like, subscribing, everything in between. You already know Moneymane. You all